Hello, this is Brett. This is a really quick overview of our 5-phase OKR workshop. Phase 1, we're going to take the senior leadership team and we're going to develop what's called a strategy map. Now, the strategy map identifies the organization's key strategic objectives and how important they are for this period. That activity takes about 6 hours, and the trick is here we take the existing strategy to create this prioritized strategy map, and then we link it to the existing agreed to performance targets, things like your annual targets, budgets, and so forth. The second step is done by what we call a performance team, and this is what we call the ontology. What we're going to be doing with the ontology is taking those strategic objectives and listing them on the left, and your core processes across the top. We then score the impact of each process on each objective. And by multiplying the impact by the weighting, we put conditional formatting on these cells. So everywhere there's a black cell, that's a supercritical performance node. There's a higher score of this process's impact on those objectives. So that tells us where we need to build our OKRs, because those are the strategic performance nodes that we need to understand our objective and key performance results. From there, we do what we call an objective breakdown structure. We understand in a zero-based way what are all the activities we do and how they line up to that ontology. What that allows us to do is do a couple of things. One is what we call the overlap and underlap analysis. So each team basically plays show and tell and shares with the rest of the organization what they're doing and the support they need from other departments or the support they're giving to other departments. And together we can make sure we have those service level agreements correct. From there, they can create the OKRs or the KRs linked to those objectives for their area. Basically now we've built the OKR system. So what we can then do is check for alignment and then begin putting it into whatever software tool. Now, as a quick overview of what an OKR would look like, this one for Southwest Airlines, again, verb, noun, key result, target, date. So, for example, they have an operational excellence strategy and they focus on reducing turnaround time. To do that, we need to reduce the amount of time that we're in contact with the airplane. And it's going to go from the current 50 minutes down to, say, 25 across these quarters. To do that, we're going to cross-train the ground crew so people can either do the fuel, do the galley, unload the plane, line up the jetway, and so forth. And then we have to renegotiate with the airport authorities to allow us to do that work. And if we do these activities together, we'll see a miracle happen by Q3. We'll be able to cut our turnaround time in half and improve the utilization of the aircraft. So that's the OKR structure and how we end up by the end of day 3, phase 3, having these built out. We're then going to put it into whatever the cloud-based software tool is that you're using. And each of these tools allow you to view how we're doing with each OKR, how far we've made in progress, how the performance is, and allows us to do interesting things like Asana or Jira type work boards to allocate workout, understand the cascade from the objective down to the sub-objective down to the KRs and so forth. Then we've got to learn how to use this tool through the weekly, monthly meetings, the quarterly updates, and of course the annual refresh. So in summary, basically what we do is with the leadership team, we use them in phase 1 to create the strategy map. The performance team takes that and develops the departmental OKRs and ontologies and key results. We might do a midpoint review with the leadership team so they can see what's going on. We then build it into whatever software tool we're using and then basically launch it on day 5. So we plan out the meeting structure, agree how it's going to work, and then bring the leadership team in to hand it off. So that's the overview of the 5 phases that we typically go through. If you want to learn more, we urge you to drop by our website or check our YouTube channel for hundreds of other videos on OKRs.